What's going on, everybody? Tuning in for a quick update on my giant Contend AR1, the 2021 model. Wanted to give a quick update on how I felt about the bike so far, any pros and cons that I had, anything that you guys want to kind of know before buying the bike if you are interested in this kind of bike. I had a little bit background, so I had the bike for a little over a month and a half, just shy of 2 months now. Ridden close to 400 miles on the bike. Wanted to go break it in a lot more than I thought just before I give a quick update or a review on it, on the status so far. So far it's been good, no complaints, but gonna show the bike, which is right behind me, what upgrades I plan on doing and what I already have gotten, and so on and so forth. So let's get into it. Just as most of y'all seen already, if you've seen it online, through my video, other person's video, you can see it's a 2021 Giant Contend AR1. This colorway is blue. I think it only came in blue, so you might be out of luck if you're looking for another color. But pretty much I have not swapped anything out except for a stem, for a shorter stem. Another upgrade would be the pedals. I ordered the Shimano M520s, and I'm looking online for maybe the ED500s, which is I think the road style touring pedal. Just because I've had these pedals for about 300 to 400 miles, and there's nothing wrong with platforms, but the Wellgo 085 pedals are not good at all. I think you can get them for like $10, $15 a line. These came with the bike itself, and they don't have a lot of grip. On my right side pedal, I actually broke off a piece of it just from pedaling uphill. I guess a lot of that pressure got to it. So I ended up swapping with my fiance's pedal because I got her some new platform pedals, so she doesn't want to go clipless. And then the shoes that I bought were the Giro berms. I think they're about $75 online. I got it on sale a little bit, so I paid $65 for it, so just $10 off. But wanted a basic clipless shoe, try to get a feel of the bike, basic clipless pedals, and if something I didn't like, I could always get rid of and swap back to platforms. So I think the stem, if I'm not mistaken, was 120 millimeters, 110 millimeters. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I swapped it down to a 90 just because of that reach was really, really forward. And it's not something, it was something that got me a little uncomfortable. So I swapped to a little bit shorter. Besides that, everything is stock. The good thing about the bike is, so my longest ride up to date is about 43 miles. And this bike handled it like a champ. Had the gearing I need, the weight, the speed, the tires. I've heard a lot of people complain about the tires, but I have no issues so far. Other than that, it's been solid. Like, it's very comfortable. It goes over bumps very, very well. Excuse the kids in the background if you can hear. But besides that, there's like, I think, the creaky seat posts and then the creaky handlebars. I think that's the only main issues that I had so far. Had to get those re-greased or carbon paste if I'm not mistaken. So that was one thing I didn't really like about the bike, but I guess that's something when you get it with a carbon bike, it's a common issue. Another thing I learned about tubeless tires is that they run out of air a lot faster than something with the tube. So you're gonna have to check the tire pressure every time you go ride just to make sure that you have at the setting you need. If you have to bring press the Schrader converter valve and you gotta pump it somewhere, or if you have another bike pump on your bike, you'll have all the necessary components you need to stay on a longer ride. Hydraulic brakes are perfect, nothing wrong with those. Shifting is very, very smooth, 105, I have no complaints. And if that's something you're trying to upgrade to from a Claris or maybe a hybrid bike like a Tourney, a Sarah, I definitely recommend 105. Very, very good. I don't think I will be needing to upgrade to another bike anytime soon, which is a solid. Frame itself, aluminum, no issues there either. Besides that, the bike has been doing really well so far. Those minor things that I said I wanted to change, mainly the pedals and the creaking, are probably the top two things I would try to address or think about consideration in the future if you do decide to get this bike. I have other clips of me riding the bike if you guys want to see that, which will be included. Besides that, it's a great bike. Price point's like $16.50 with tax wherever you are. If you have tax, comes out to be, I'm sure, like around $1,700 for most people. And I think this bike will last me for the next couple years. So if you are on the fence between maybe a $1,000 bike, it's a $1,500 bike to $2,000 bike, obviously the number one thing I want to tell you is to ride the bike and see which one like kind of fits your personality, what you like to ride. Some people like other brands than others. Giant makes great bikes. Of course, one of the biggest manufacturers in the world. And yeah, so if anyone has any question about the bike, please drop a comment down below. I will try to include maybe a 1,000-mile review to see how it's going, whatever upgrades I have on it next. Most likely it would just be the pedals. Everything else has been good. I've also heard a lot of complaints about the seat being uncomfortable for most people. I think it's perfectly fine. Obviously the number one thing that I tell people is invest in bike shorts. Just that padding will help comfort you and go a long way. So buy a couple pairs of those if you do. I personally don't recommend buying the really cheap ones on Amazon. They're like $10, $15. Based on my experience, the padding is very, very thin and the quality of the short is not there. Jerseys, I don't have a problem with on the Amazon brands. Whatever you get off there, those are fine. I usually wear a lot of Under Armour t-shirts or the moisture wicking like Nike Dry Fit, and those do me just fine because sometimes I don't need the pockets or the zipper on the front. Yeah, besides that, like I said, any questions, drop a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. Trying to put out as much content as I can. I know I've been very lazy about it, but thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe if you're new. Take care, guys.